it's your girl Chenelle Beauty, and I'm coming back with a get ready with me. It is Thanksgiving, so I'm doing a Thanksgiving look. I want to just go full glam. I want to do a red lip, and I also just want to talk about, a subject that's been on my mind, which is about how the bar is in hell at this point with just women accepting, just anything for men, and how the standards have just decreased over the years, and how really sad my generation can be, and even like the generation before me just could be when it comes to just settling and things like that. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, so I always start with my eyebrows first, and if you watched the video before this, you've seen how I slayed my brows 3 different ways. So make sure that you guys take a look at that video. If I feel like if I'm talking a little weird, I put some gloss on my lips just so they're not like super dry and stuff like that. So just forgive me for that. But yes, I always start out with my brows, and right now I'm using, which is I love, the Nika, I believe it's Nika K Bold eyeliner. You can get this at like your local beauty supply store, and I got this in, I think I got this in like dark brown. As you guys can see, it's like a really dark brown, and this is how it looks. So yeah, I actually like this one. I only paid like $1 for this because it came from the hair store. Nika K products is pretty it's pretty inexpensive. Like all of her products, as far as I know, it's pretty inexpensive, and you can get like her whole line at any type of local beauty supply store, especially that caters to like the urban community. So that's what I'm going in with first. I like this more than, sorry to say, Fenty Beauty eyebrow pencil that I did a review on. You can actually see this on my brow, and then I just had like my little raggedy mirror that I cracked. So I'll be using this mirror so that I can see a little bit better. But yeah, so I wanted to just discuss, first give me 1 second. I go into it, my spoolie brush. That's the very first thing that I do besides washing my face and putting moisturizer on it. But I just wanted to kind of talk about, because let's start here. I feel like I get a lot of flack from men that I have either talked to or tried to give, a chance to, or dated, or anything like that. I feel like I get a lot of flack for the way I choose to handle situations. Like, I just don't accept a lot of shit. And I feel like the reason why they are so critical of me is because they're so used to women having the bar down to hell, like, and just accepting they shit. Now, a big reason why I feel like a lot of women do take a lot of stuff is because, for one, a lot of women, and I personally know people like this, are scared to be alone. So with me, I'm not scared to be alone. I have been single for years, and I have chosen to be single. I could be very well in a relationship if I so please, but I just chose to be single, and I have been single for quite a bit. Now, I chose to use that time to, which is with my Let's Talk video, to build myself up and to just really get to know myself, and so that I'm not dependent on like having a relationship and being with someone. So I feel like a lot of women, they have not, because they're too scared, they have not chosen to take time to be single and to like really get to know themselves, and just see if they even like it. Like, they hop in one relationship to another, or they either just settle for that ain't shit dude, excuse my French. And that is basically what this video is about. So they make jokes about it all the time online, about like how the bar is in hell, when we see all these crazy headlines about, these influencers and celebrities, and how, they just basically stay with mess and stay with trash. So I feel like I get a lot of flack because a lot of dudes, they are just used to that. They used to girls that is scared to be alone. They used to girls, for one, if, you know, they have a child. I'm a little congested as well, so please forgive me. I need to change my filter or something. And then the weather keep changing. So yeah, I feel as though a lot of women, they just take a lot of stuff. A lot of the times it's because of like kids being involved, and that plays a role. I personally do not have kids, so I can't personally speak really on that, besides the point of, you know, you shouldn't just stay like in bullcrap for kids, because they see that growing up, and then they'll like either turn into the type of dude that you continue to like, you know, take, and they not a good person, or they become this young lady that is like scared to be alone. So right now I'm using my angle brush. This is how it looks. I did not clean my brushes from yesterday, so y'all just gonna have to deal with it. And on the end of this, I use for my glue to glue my lashes on. But I'll be taking that with some concealer. Either I'll be using the Fenty Beauty, because this is what I actually like. And this is what I didn't have in my Fenty Beauty haul. It was somewhere in like my suitcase or bathroom, and I couldn't find it at the time. But this is it. I love the concealer. So I'll either be using that to just like outline my brow, or I'll be using this one, which is, everybody love this, LA Girl Pro Concealer. So yeah. So yeah, I feel as though the bar is in hell, and like never before, because I feel like back in the days, like, women took a lot of shit, but at least, like, not to say this is the end all be all, because even to me, marriage is like not like this big goal that, you know, I want for myself. It's like, if it happens with life, then it happens, but it's not something like I dream about, or even as a little girl that I pictured myself like walking down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Like most women, I guess you can say, like that's not like a big goal. I'm not gonna like be depressed, like at least at this point, if I don't get married. But what I was gonna say is, like, back in the days, they took a lot of stuff, but at least they had that type of commitment from a man. Like, at least, like, you know, they could say like they were a wife, and legally just the things they could do, more than you just being like a girlfriend, or even somebody just talking to, or a baby mama and stuff like that. You know, I hope I don't get people riled up, but I'm just saying, like, at least back in the days, they had something to show for it, is what I mean. Like, nowadays, I just feel like women just don't have those type of standards anymore. Like, they just, you know, kind of take trash as trash, and then be surprised when like stuff, you know, don't work out right. I've been considered very harsh, hold grudges, very mean. I kind of talked about this in the Let's Talk video. Hard to get through to, just mean. I probably was considered a bitch, probably am still considered that, but I don't give a fuck. But the reason why they feel like that is because I don't take that shit. Like, and I feel like if I really see something good in you, like, I'm gonna try to give you a chance, especially if in some way, it don't even have to be physical. Like, I'm not shallow like that, really. Like, I don't really, it matters to a point, but then it doesn't matter. Like, I have to be somewhat attracted to you, but you don't have to be like a Morris Chestnut, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like that. But I feel like I give people chances. I feel like I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, I may even let you fuck up like once or twice, but to continue to allow that, especially for like years and years down the line, like a couple months is pushing it for me. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I just feel like, I think this is a quote from Maya Angelou, you know, once the person show you who they really are, then you should believe them. And the only time a person really will change their behavior is if they're not happy and proud of who they are, and they're like embarrassing within themselves, or if like they really care about you in a situation and then they just want to make it right because they are afraid to lose you. You know, they know you are a good person and things like that. So I feel like I'm not like hard to date or anything like that, but I just don't take a lot of crap. I just, you know, once a dude show me he's not serious about me, it don't make him a bad person, but it does make me question his character, because at some point, like, it's like, where are you pulling this from? You know what I mean? Being young, okay, cool, but at my age, it's like you can't continue to use this excuse anymore. You know, this is like the vital years of life. Like, most people have kids, they settle down, they get married, they, you know, get settled in their jobs, they buy things, they own things, you know, they invest in things. So it's like, for us to be our age, and you just continue to just be a shitty person, it's like, I'm not about to waste my years on a shitty person. So like, how I move is, you know, like I say, I'm not a hard person. I give people a couple chances. Once you get to that point where you have ran out of chances with me, I completely just cut ties with you. Like I say, I don't have kids with anyone, and you know, I have never been married, so I don't have any type of, you know, strong commitment to someone to cause me to stay necessarily. You know, I don't have anything permanent or could be permanent with someone. I could pick up and leave whenever the fuck I want to leave and go on with my life and act as if I never knew you. And that's what I do. So, you know, once you ran out of chances with me, I just pick up my stuff and I literally act like you don't even exist, because I used to want closure and stuff like that. I used to want to talk it out and just really see what somebody's head was at, and like pretty much question why I was treated the way that I was treated, why they did certain things to me and said certain things. And even at some point, you know, like, they may have treated me shitty, but like, I'll see them, at least from the outside looking in, treating somebody else better enough for you to be able to like commit to them and stuff like that. But then that goes back to, circle back around to, most women are not like me to just, you know, and I'm definitely not a pick-me, because if I was a pick-me, I would be one of those women that would stay. Like, I feel like I'll be one of those type of women that is like, pick me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, don't pick me. That's how I am. I'm the opposite. So I'm definitely not that, and want to make it seem like I'm better than somebody. This is just, I'm personally speaking for myself and just things that I observed. I feel like maybe, you know, their relationship or whatever lasted longer because the person that they were with, took more and settled for more. You know, if I'm, after giving chances though, if I get to a point where like I'm done, I really don't circle the block again. Like, so how can they, I guess you could say, like, be with somebody like me if I'm not even, like, I block you on everything. I have nothing to say to you. You literally are dead to me. And what I was saying earlier, I don't really ask for closure no more. I like, just leave. I leave. I don't even, a lot of the times I don't even say nothing. I just leave. I just disappear from your life and let you have that. Like, whatever it is, because you obviously acting like that for a reason. I'm not making you happy. So go be with somebody that's going to make you happy. And that's basically what I do. And I bounce, you know. I don't never, and I noticed this about myself only a couple years ago, but I never, ever drunk text the ex. I never, just out of anger, like if I was in my feelings, like drunk text, called. I hardly ever told exes I miss them. I don't think, I probably can count literally on one hand, I probably can count literally on one hand how many times I have told an ex or somebody I used to deal with that I miss them. And it's normally, if I did tell them, it's normally after they express that about me. I'm never the first person to make a move, because by the time I'm done with the situation, I knew that I have done everything that I have tried to do to make the situation better. Like, I know for a fact, like, oh yeah, I ended up using the LA Girl. I like kind of using this better just because of the little nozzle. But yeah, so now I'm going to come in with this, and I'm going to use like a flat brush, and I'm going to take my concealer palette. I had this for a while by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I got this from like TJ Maxx or something for like $5. And I'm going to go in with the lightest color that I have, like that, and just put it on my eyes, and then take a wedge sponge and like blend it out. So I feel like I sound so congested, but yeah, so basically I'm never the type of person that reach out to an ex or anybody like that, or to like an old boo thing. I'm not that type of person that's going to reach out first. The only time I would talk back to somebody is if they reach out to me and I'm at a point where I don't mind having a conversation with them. Like, that's the only time. My exes as my witness and God as my witness, I have never ever did that. And if I did, like I said, it was a handful of times, like literally one hand, and it was probably back when I was in high school. And I've been an adult for a while, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so I never did that, and because by the time I'm done with the situation, I have tried everything that I had tried to do to make it better. I have tried to correct myself and try to see if I'm causing any type of issues, and be an adult and recognizing that my wedge sponge, it's not new. But so yeah, I just don't tolerate a lot of stuff. So when I see other women tolerating some things that I just can't wrap my head around, it literally makes me so sad, and just have little faith in our future as women. Like, like they say online, and they make jokes about it and be funny sometimes, but at the same time it's sad, because it is reality. Like, the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell, chilling with the devil. It's in like the basement of hell. It's with the most evil spirits of people in hell. Like, it lives there rent free. And we gotta raise the bar, ladies. Like, we have to raise the bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. But what I will say is, because like I've been saying this whole video, when you have standards, bro, and the standards is not like the bar and everything, it's not in hell, it is kind of hard to date. Like, I would be lying if I say like it's not hard to date. I'm going in with this. I'm going to actually take my foundation powder. It's Nika K pressed powder, and I'm going to just outline that so I can kind of blend it in a little bit. But yeah, so it's hard to date when you have standards, because men are just so used to women just taking so much shit. So you will experience being like, even though like I could be in a relationship right now, but I would have to lower my standards, to be quite honest with you. So like, if you're not willing to do that, like it is really hard to date. Like, because men, like they have so many options of women that's just willing to like take a lot of their shit. Like, men just like to play games, and they just like to see all that they can do until you just like don't take it no more. And they will spend years wasting your life if you don't do anything about it. So like, when I be seeing stuff like online, and I be hearing about stories and news, and even just like in my personal life and stuff like that, I'm like, that's very sad that women feel the need to do that just to keep a man. Like, you know what I mean? it's sad, and it makes dating hard. And like, I'm at a point where I don't even care to really date. Like, it's like, if it comes around, it comes around, but I'm not out seeking men. I'm not out doing any of that now. At one point, I wanted to, just out of curiosity, just to see how it is, try like dating apps, but that was literally like years after being single. You know what I mean? And I'm like, the dudes I'm meeting, they trash bags. Like, they just a waste of space. Like, you ain't finna be wasting my time, baby. I don't know how much time I got here on earth, and you not finna be wasting that. Like, you just not. So I said all this to say that I just hope that we get to a better place where we don't feel like we have to settle. Like, imagine if all women got to a point where they're not taking a man's shit. I'm taking that. Or even if you're, you know, like the same sex and stuff, like, you're just not taking the other person, the other party shit. Imagine if, I'm going in with that on the corner. Imagine if you were to do that, like, in droves. Like, imagine if it was like everywhere. Dudes will have to step their game up, because I feel like women don't realize how much power we have. Like, just like realize how much power that we have, you know? If we all was like, hell no, we not gonna take that. Just imagine, like, the dudes being like, they really ain't taking this shit. Like, it's time for us to grow up. But since we've been settling, and I've been in those shoes, you know, and I may still not always get it right, but I feel like I'm more aware of that type of stuff than a lot of other women, I guess you could say. Like, I feel like I woke up way sooner than most women. Like, some women are still like sleep and in their ways or whatever. And it's like, if it makes you happy, then cool, but, you know, I just want better for my sis. Like, I just want y'all to just really, you know, if you find yourself in that type of situation, to just like wake up and smell the coffee. You know what I mean? Like, understand the power you have. Understand, you know, that you don't have to put up with that type of stuff, you know. And the more women that will wake up to the bull crap that we have to go through, and the fuckery that we deal with on a daily basis, and just say, I'm not allowing that type of shit to go on any further. Just imagine, like, the impact it could have, not only on our generation, but the generation to come. You know what I mean? I'm going in with Milani Gilded Coast. I got this from like Target. And I'm going to go in, I don't know why I'm so congested, but I'm going to go in with this Pretty Gold. I actually should do more of a white, but that's how the gold look. It's really pigmented, this palette. But I think I'm going to go in with this instead, since I'm kind of wearing white. It's like a snow white silver type of color. This is how it looks. And I normally just take my hand and put it on. But yeah, we have to start understanding our power. And I feel like the dudes for a long time have known our power. But they, I mean, if we accepting the bare minimum, that's what the fuck they gonna give us, you know? And it start with us, though. Like, we really run the world, like Beyonce say. Like, you know, imagine if they talk about it's a man's world. Imagine if women really use your power, use our power to make this world better. Just imagine the impact. You know what I mean? Me, as a woman that is still finding her way in life and still learning a lot of things about myself and everything, I just don't want to waste any more time, because like I said, I have been there plenty times. I don't want to waste any more time in a situation where I'm just not happy, I'm not being treated right or anything. It's kind of like these dudes really be having the audacity, and a lot of us women be allowing it. Like the fact that a lot of women feel like all men cheat. I personally don't feel like that. I feel like it's almost like when you say that, you're kind of giving them a pass to cheat, because it's like, well, they think I'm cheating anyway, so you know what I mean. I'm not going to say that. I feel like men can be faithful, and it's up to you to like decide how you will handle that situation if they do happen to cheat. But I do feel like a man can be faithful. I feel like most aren't, because I'm not going to say all, but most aren't, because they know that a lot of women have this whole, well, they all cheat anyway, so you know what I mean. So I hope that made sense. All right, so I am back. I kind of forgot what we was talking about, but I am back. I put on some lashes. This is the kind I put on. I doubled them. It's like 3D cashmere. I get this from my local hair store. I love these lashes, and it's like 5 pairs, La Flare, and that's the type I get. I double them, and then I just put them on. But before I put them on, I do prep my lashes with, you know, mascara. So this is the one I'm currently using from Target, and I do cut the ends a little bit to fit my eyes, and I'm trying to see what else I did. Oh, before I put on my lashes and did my mascara, I always put on my e.l.f. liquid liner, eyeliner, or whatever. I always put this on. This is my like girl right here. So I love to line my eyes. So yeah, so I use that. Then I use mascara. Then I just put my lashes on, and yeah. Hurry up, because I gotta go take some pictures, honey, before it gets dark outside. It's now 4 and it gets dark like 5 or something. But yeah, so we was just basically talking about the bar being in hell, and I'm just like, you know, I just hope that my sister girls just, you know, wake up and just realize like they have their power. Beyonce ain't make that song for nothing. We run the world. Like, we really do run this shit, and we make this shit functional and make the world go round. Like, these niggas will have to be cooking for themselves, cleaning after themselves, raising themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we even at this point now working, so we bring home the bread. You know, we help pay the bills and shit. We finance for them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, bruh, you so important to this world. Like, stop letting these dudes just treat you any kind of way. And like I said, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I'm going to probably still run into, let's hope not, but it's a very big possibility that I could still run into a trash bag, because, I mean, it's just trash littered everywhere you go. It's like, that's the real pandemic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just F dudes everywhere, F boys everywhere. So, you know, I could run still into those type of dudes. But the difference, I feel like, once again, is like, I'll give you a chance here and there, because, you know, nobody's perfect. But once I get to that point where I don't want to fuck with you anymore, like, the difference between me and probably other people is that, like, I'll literally pick up and leave. Like, ain't no stand and sticking inside there. And I don't feel like, can we get also on the topic of this ride or die situation? Stop being a ride or die for some dudes that ain't even willing to, like, open the door for you. You feel me? Like, we have to stop doing that. And ride or die, it's not, if you're gonna be a ride or die, that's not taking a dude back multiple times after he fuck you over. Like, a ride or die is like, if that man gets sick, or, you know, if something, you know, happens to him and he needs, you know, like a companion, or he needs somebody to help him build him back up. Like, that's like ride or die. You feel me? If he, God forbid, is in like a life or death situation, she's going to be right there. You know, if he is having some financial woes, and the woman, because don't be taking care of no grown ass man, the woman know, like, he gonna get his stuff back together, so she hold him down, like, temporarily until, like, he get his stuff together, like, and then he don't like leave her for a preference, but like actually like remember that she stuck by his side when he was at his lowest. Like, that's the ride or die. Ride or die is not when you constantly get cheated on or anything like that. I wouldn't say domestic violence though, because I've been in that situation, and honestly, like, it's not as easy to get out of. You know, that's like life or death for the female. But what I'm saying is like constantly being cheated on, or just even like talk too crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't settle, man. You just can't. We all are some beautiful ass bitches, and we just have to remember that. We all gonna have our days though where we just feel like we not as cute. I feel like this this lighting, baby, is giving Oopa Loopa, okay? It's giving Cheeto Puff, alright? It's giving y'all president. No, let me stop. It's not like that in real life, I promise you. But as you can see, like, it's my skin tone, but for some reason, like, on my face, it makes it look very Oompa Loompa-ish, but it's not. And I'm giving very much schoolgirl prep, honey. I don't even got my freaking hair laid yet. But, yeah, so that's, like, the ride or die type of thing. But other than that, like, you should, you know, if I feel like a dude honestly should be doing more for you than you are for him. And a dude, is so true that a dude should like you more than you like him. Like, it should never be, or at least let it be like 50-50. It should never be a situation where you breaking your back and doing the most and taking all this type of stuff, and he's just like having his way with you, and you not getting nothing in return. You're not getting full off of his company and his love. Like, you know what I mean? That's sad. Like, just to think that so many women go through that, you know, and don't see their worth. I feel like we've been beat down so much, and every person have a time where they will wake up. Like I said, I feel like I just woke up sooner, you know. I'm still very young to where, like, yeah. But every woman just have to have, like, I have a song, like, if you didn't know, I rap. I don't do it as much, but I do rap. It's still a big passion of mine, and whenever I want to get in the studio, I would get in the studio. But I have this song. It was actually like one of my last songs besides the Nipsey Hussle remix, called Talks in the Mirror. And it's just really about you just bigging yourself up. I'm going back in with the concealer, and this is the foundation that I be using. It used to be sold at my hair store, but they stopped selling it for some reason. I hope they didn't discontinue the brand. But it's Magic Collection, extra coverage. I love the coverage on this, and it's about $5 to $6. I get it in latte. So yeah. And then I'm going back in with my concealer. I use the LA Girl, like right there and here, and then a little bit like on the ends here. And then what I'm gonna do is take the Fenty one and then put it right here, because the Fenty one, I feel like it works better with both cohesiveness. I feel like it works better with both of them instead of like alone. But yeah, and I'm gonna put like a little bit on my forehead. I'm almost out of this one. But yeah, so the song is basically about, you know, you bigging yourself up and hyping yourself up, and basically having that talk in the mirror with yourself about how bad you is, and how like good you is, and you know how you'll be damned if a dude. I actually rap about what I live, so like just me literally having that talk to myself in the mirror. That's what the song is about. It's literally called Talks in the Mirror. Wish I could have did a video to it, but you know, it is what it is. It's been like, I think like 2 years since I released it. But yeah. So yeah, you really have to just have that waking up moment, and that's what the song is about. And then just like It's not gonna be easy, but just like looking yourself in the mirror and being real with yourself, you know, and correcting your own behavior, because it's not always just the dude. Most of the times it is. But it's not always just the dude. Like, a lot of the times it be our own faults and things, which is a part of like a big fault that I feel like women need to correct, is having a bar in hell. Accepting way too much than they need to be accepting, you know? Allowing a man to cheat just because you have this crazy belief that they all cheat. You know what I mean? They only cheat because you think that way, sis. They like shit. It's basically, you have to look at it like this. If you always accuse a man of cheating, and I know people have heard this before, he's going to eventually get tired of you saying that and going to actually cheat. Like, he's going to be like, well, she think I'm doing it anyway. You feel me? That's basically the same analogy. Like, that's the same thing, like, with the whole all men cheat. So I don't say that. I don't say that. I don't believe it. I refuse to put that energy out there, especially in my personal life. You know what I mean? And that's a big deal breaker for me. So if he do happen to cheat on me personally, I don't care how many years behind that. You gotta Kid Ross. Like, you gotta leave, boo. You gotta leave. And like I said, you can ask the people I used to deal with and date. I do not run back, honey. So once I'm done, I am done. And I may cry for about a week or two. You know, I'm human, so I have feelings too, but I'm also not stupid. And I'm also not desperate. And that's another thing. Like, stop being desperate. You know, you are the prize, ladies. You have to remember that. Even when you look in the mirror and you hate everything that you see, like, you still are the prize. These dudes won't be shit without us. And that's just what it is. So, yeah. I feel like this side don't have as much. So, yeah. We are the prize. And we have to, like, really teach ourselves that. We got to teach our daughters that, you know. I don't want to bring no daughter in this world if I can't have her look up to something, to somebody with confidence. Like, if I don't have confidence, you know, or with self-respect, you feel me? Like, you know, what I look like raising a daughter or even a son, and I'm just sitting back, like, they seeing everything, and I'm just sitting back, like, taking crap from a dude, like, what I look like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna grow up and think that's cool and okay. You can't hide everything from your kids as much as you think you can, so try to correct that shit before it even happened, you know? And just mentally, that just be, you know, as ready as you can be when that time do come. But yeah, the Barbie in hell, I don't feel like all men cheat. I don't feel like, you know, you have to settle or anything. I would rather be single, and I live by this. I would rather be, you could ask anybody that know me, I would rather be single than to deal with that shit. And I think I spoke on that before on a video. Probably a couple. So now what I'm going to do is take my Fenty Beauty stick. What they call these? It's the one that come through in the pack. It's in my Fenty Beauty haul. I'll probably put the link below. But I'm going to take that so I can contour. I learned from somebody, I forgot, I don't know who it was, but it was like a professional makeup artist. I used to contour like more down here, but I learned that you contour like more up here. So that's what I started doing. I used to be like down here, bro. And then I take it down my nose. I should do a separate video on how to snatch your nose. I should, but I don't know. And I just take, even though I have bangs, so you ain't gonna be seeing this anyway, but just for the hell of it. And then I normally don't do this, but I mean, we being extra today, so yeah. But to also just a check up, I guess, on me and my personal life. I'm doing good. Mental health is good. I'm happy. I'm working a lot, you know. I picked up a second job, so that's good. A little seasonal job. Keep me busy, keep me just on my toes, keep my pockets full. um, and yeah, so far I like it. So it's not bad. I'm just trying to really see if it's worth it though, because I work from home and I love working from home and everything with that situation. But I am going to try to move pretty soon. So having that extra money will be very, very helpful for me. And yeah. So what I normally do with the nose, I normally just I either take like a smaller brush or I just take my hand. I feel like it's like less harsh when I do my hand. So I just take my hand and blend it in that way. And then I do the same over here. And I'm going to try to show my outfit. It's from SHEIN. It'll be on a haul. Probably not my next SHEIN haul, but I'll see. Because I had already pre-recorded one when I did my Fenty Beauty haul. I had did a SHEIN one afterwards. And I just never released it because it's something that I want to edit. It's a couple things I want to edit out. But my editing computer stuff is hell on earth. Like, it's hell on earth. I'm taking this one again that I used to do my lids, and I'm just literally running the white cream concealer like down the bridge of my nose. But yeah, so it's so much harder to edit than most people. My computer, it overheats, it gets it times out. Once it overheats, it was shut down in the middle of me editing. No matter where I'm at, I have to keep like ice packs on my laptop. I had it since like 2012 when I was in college. I used it for school, but yeah, it's giving me the blues. This is my favorite highlighter, Artist Couture, and I have it in Gold Digger, and it's another one I have it in, but I always use Gold Digger. And what I'm going to do is take my Fenty Beauty setting spray and spray it. I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to spray it on a brush. Take the powder, highlight my face real quick, and then we can get into the lips. And for the lips, I'm going to be using, child, this is, oof. This Nika K. I love Nika K. This red lipstick that I'll always be using. I'm going to use that for the lips. And I don't think I might try to line my lips, but I don't know. So we'll see. Ooh. Spray this. And this come out real powdery. So I normally take it from the top. Like, this is what I normally do. Because it's very pigmented. It's a very good highlighter. I take that bitch from the top like this. Shake off the excess. And then like blend that muff out. I could use so much more, but I know this sounds crazy. Sometimes I be feeling like I be putting on my highlighter all wrong. Like, I feel like you could see the outline of it. Maybe it's the type of brush I'm using. Do y'all use these type of brushes when you put on highlighter? Let me know if it's powder highlighter. And so running across it again. It's so much more pigmented in person, but then I add a little bit on my nose. Sometimes I even put it in my inner eye. They call that like the tear duct. But yeah, I'm almost finished, and I'm gonna go take some pictures, go cook, and enjoy my day. So this is my Thanksgiving look for this year. Very basic makeup. It's not like a lot, you know what I mean? It's pretty like my everyday makeup that I go to. But probably Christmas I'll do like a more extravagant look. But yeah, I just wanted to be very fitting with my outfit. There we go, baby. So see, you gotta big yourself up so when the nigga do it, you're not desperate. And then also, if he don't do it, you're not lacking. So I'm trying to find, I think this is it, this little ball point type of one. I'm gonna spray it a little bit, take the highlighter from the top, and then I'm gonna what I do is add it here just to add a little bit more glam. Just to add a little bit more glam. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go in with my lipstick. I don't think I'm gonna line my lips. When this one is so just pop that you don't even need like really a liner. This video gonna be a lot of editing because it's like a 40-minute video, I think. I'm gonna try to break it down to like at least 20 minutes. I just come going in with my lipstick, Nika K. This is like, so far from what I tried, the best lipstick that I tried. Liquid lipstick, I should say. That's red. But so yeah, y'all. The sun is already setting and it's like only 4:30 or something. It's not even 5, I don't think. So I gotta hurry up and take my pictures so I can get on with the rest of my day. But real quick, I'm gonna show y'all the look. Show y'all the makeup. Very simple, but it gets the job done. Then I'm gonna come back with my hair, and then I'm gonna show y'all the full look.